Great Spirit, Namaste. Saints and sages of all times, of all places, Namaste. O ye pathmakers of old, Namaste. O ye beings of the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether, Namaste. Ancestors, ancestors, ancestors of all of the lineages to whom we attune, Namaste. Most beloved and precious Ishtadevata, in all of thy names and all of thy forms, Namaste. Sweep clear our paths. Bless us. Bless our time together. May it be fruitful. May it be meaningful for each of us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to my heart. Welcome to our Kriya Yoga, Kriya Jyoti Sangha, the light of Kriya. And welcome to the doorway to the next time period. Once upon a yogi time, in the ever-present now, there was a chela, a student, a disciple, and he went to his guru and he said, I would really like to have this special blessing from you. Okay. I think you have studied long enough and practiced long enough. I will give you the initiation. First, you need to meet me at the top of the mountain. I'll leave tomorrow morning, but you must meet me there in 3 days. Well, I guess we're 3 days from something now, aren't we? So the disciple says, okay, Guru goes to the top of the mountain. 1 day passes, 2 days pass. The 3rd day comes. No disciple. No sign of the disciple. No noise in the forest. Nothing. The Guru is meditating at sunrise. No disciple. 8 o'clock, no disciple. 10 o'clock, no disciple. Noon, no disciple. C'est la vie. The window closed. The time gate closed. Guru packs up and heads down the mountain. And he hears coming behind him, coming up the mountain, oh, oh, oh. Is that you, disciple? Is it you? Oh, I made it. Oh. What are you doing? You're late. You missed everything. What is? Oh, Guruji, you must understand. Please. What is that? What is that you're carrying behind you? Well, it's the raft. The raft? We're on a mountain. It's the raft? Well, yes, I had to build a raft to get across the river. You saw the river. You saw that. Well, it was actually a stream, but then it rained and it became a river, and you saw that. And I had to build a raft to get across. Okay, and what are all those other things on it? Looks like you've got a canvas. What is all this? Well, I had to have a tent to camp with, and that's my cooking stove, and those are my groceries, and there's my water bottles. But the most important thing is the raft. Oh. Well, you'll still give me the blessing, won't you? Have a seat. I guess I've taught you nothing about time. I've taught you nothing about letting go. I've taught you nothing about the strength that you need to let go. Or if I've taught, you haven't heard it. For you came up this mountain. Why did you bring the raft? Well, just in case there was another stream that I had to cross. I didn't want to have to build it twice. Okay. Why did you bring a tent? The weather's really nice out now. Oh, I didn't know if it was going to rain. Well, why did you bring the camping stove? Couldn't you have fasted? Well, I was afraid I was going to get hungry. Well, I can see bringing the water, but it looks like you brought enough for the whole village. Well, I didn't know who I was going to run into. Disciple, what really is the problem? You missed the boat. You missed the boat. You missed the window. It's not here. I can't give you the blessing. I can't give you the ritual. You missed it. Why did you miss it? Well, Guruji, I was afraid that I would be hungry. I was afraid I would be cold. I was afraid it would rain. I was afraid that I couldn't get across the next stream. You see, I had these hiking boots on. I was afraid that it was my feet were going to get hurt. He looks at his guru and he says, Guruji, excuse me, but you just have your simple walking shoes on, and where's your food? And where's your tent? And where's your bottle? No, I decided to fast coming up here, disciple, and meditate and turn inward and let go of all of the things that you brought up the mountain. And with that, the Guru leaned over, hugged his disciple, blessed the disciple, and said, well, maybe another time. And the disciple was very distraught. The Guru said, well, you'll have another swing at the bat. Maybe not this lifetime, but you will have another swing at the bat. Don't be worried. And maybe the next time you'll have the strength to stand on your own 2 feet without the raft, without the cooking stove, without the extra water, without all of these things that you drug up the mountain that you did not need. You and I were at the doorway. We're at the door. The 29th of December, 2024. We're at the end of a cycle. We can see the doorway into the next cycle. And I've been talking to you for several weeks now about preparing, about letting go, about finding strength. Well, what does that mean for us today? Today is the day to stop and to ask yourself, what am I carrying? What am I carrying with me into 25 that is stopping me from standing on my own 2 feet? What am I carrying with me that is hurting, that is confining, that is choking me? What belief am I carrying that is causing me pain? What belief am I carrying that is causing me suffering? What is it, my beloved, that is causing me to become unhappy, to be depressed, to deal with day after day after day after day of sadness, of worry, of concern, of fretting? What is the biggest worry? That there won't be enough? Oh, I think that that's not the biggest worry. The biggest worry in most people's minds is, what will they think of me? If I choose to stand on my own 2 feet, what will they think of me? If I don't do what they think is right, what will they think of me? If I don't follow the crowd, what will they think of me? We must lay down that thought of what they will think of you or of me. For as we come to this new gate, this new time, we need strength. As we walk into the new year, our Sunday meditations, the first part of the year, will be focused on gathering your spiritual strength. Practices to enhance your spiritual strength, to strengthen your aura, to strengthen your ability to stand on your own 2 feet, to see and discern the wisdom that you need to go forward, to walk with ever greater joy and happiness and contentment, and to find your enlightenment, to understand this great mystery that we are a part of, not apart from, to say, how do I become an aid to this? But first, before those studies begin, is an opportunity now for you to have a deeper reflection. I've suggested to you for several weeks now that you take time to reflect. You've got a couple more days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the 1st of 2025. But tomorrow, the 30th of December, is a new moon, the beginning of a cycle. You know, what begins on the new moon comes to fruition on the full moon. So anything that you really wish to commence, it is good to commence it upon a new moon. And what I'm urging you to do today is to reflect upon what you need to let go of, who you need to forgive, what things you must let go of. Once upon a yogi time, there was a yogi walking through the forest. And pretty happy, pretty content, meditating, had been meditating, felt pretty good. And he hears, ow, 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 oh. Comes to the clearing, and he sees this young, person, right? Holding on to a thorn bush. Oh, 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 oh. Every time the person moved, every time this young being moved, the thorns went deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into its chest, its arms. It was just miserable, just absolutely miserable. The yogi says, excuse me, can I offer a suggestion? Oh, yes, you can offer a suggestion. It won't do any good, but you can offer, you can try. take your right hand, move it away. Take your left hand, move it away. And now step back. And the young person stepped back. Oh, wow, what a momentary relief. And then rushed forward. You just want this for yourself. You want all the pain, all the suffering, just for yourself. And a little yogi shook his head and said, neti, neti, neti. No. Now, as we're letting go, as you're coming to that time of letting go, the question is, what are you clinging to? What are you clinging to? What beliefs do you have? What resentments do you have? What anger do you have? What emotions do you have towards others, towards yourself, towards the people you work with, towards your family, towards the others that you don't know, the unknown? What is there that is hurting you? What is there? What thorns are you clinging on to? Because if you don't cling to them, then what are you? If you don't cling to your beliefs, then what are you? You are the divine. You are life. You are a part of life. You do not have to cling to these things. And so today, I am suggesting to you, I'm offering you an opportunity as we close out the year to let go of those things that you are clinging to let go of them, my beloved. Let go. Step back from the thorn bush that is hurting you. Step back from it and find happiness. Now, how do you do that? Well, the timing is excellent. It is the night before the new moon. Today is the day before the new moon. We are in the dark of the moon. So if you've never done this ritual before, your timing is perfect because this is the time to begin. And this is a very special Kriya Yoga ritual. It is a ritual of forgiveness. Now, in Kriya Yoga, we don't just say, well, you forgive the son of God. There has to be a practice, a way in which one does that. To say forgive someone without giving them a method isn't very helpful in the Kriya tradition. So let's just say this is the first time you've done this, all right? The very first time. At midnight, your time, the night before the new moon, so midnight tonight. If you can't do it at midnight, do it when you are private, by yourself, alone, in a room that you can make dark. Shut the lights off. You begin by facing north. Now, in your mind's eye, you should have done a little bit of reflection and thinking about who you need to forgive or what you need to forgive. Who's the person that you are resenting the most at this time? The person, the idea that has caused you the greatest pain. What are the circumstances that, the people, events, things, or situations that have caused you unhappiness in this last year or years? And think about that, reflect upon that before you go in the darkened room. What is the one thing that if you were to neutralize that in your life, it would untie all kinds of other things? All of these other emotions would be let go because they're all tied up in this one. You're not going to do a bunch, you're going to do one. All right? You're not going to do a bunch, you're going to do one. You go into the room and you face north. Again, the idea of doing this at midnight, the first time only. Once you've done this before, you can do it at any time of the day. But the idea of being at midnight the first time only is it gives you a sense of complete privacy. You go in and you face north. And shutting your eyes, you draw in your mind's eye the person, the event, the thing, the situation that you want to forgive. That situation which is most hurtful for you, that person which is most hurtful for you. And really, I'm saying, maybe you say, oh, there's nobody that I really feel hurt by. There's nobody that I really feel resentful of. That's wonderful. Keep thinking who you might want to forgive. Close your eyes and visualize that person, event, thing, situation in your mind's eye. And then you say, I forgive you. Now, you should be whispering it so you can hear it, not loudly so anybody else, but just so it's barely audible to your ears. I forgive you for everything that you have done, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, to hurt me in thought, in word, and deed. I forgive you. May the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. Very simple. You don't have to use these exact words, but the concept is, I forgive you for everything you've done, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, in thought, in word, in deed, to hurt me, to offend me. I forgive you. And then the most important is, may the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. You then sit quietly, get up, you start at the north, you turn counterclockwise, so the next direction is west. And as you do this, you bring the person's image up into your mind's eye. Again, bring them up. Again, saying the same thing. I forgive you for everything you have done to hurt me, to offend me, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally, unintentionally, in thought, in word, in deed. I forgive you. May the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. Again, you sit quietly. You get up and you turn to the south. Same words again. Quietly turn to the east, repeating the ritual. And then you come back facing the north. You sit there for a minute. Now the next part, the hard part. You say, bring the person up, please forgive me for everything I have done, in thought, in word, in deed, to hurt you, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally. Please forgive me. May the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. Now, my beloved, that's the hard part, because sometimes you're going to be forgiving somebody and they've been a real son of a gun and they really did something that was very hurtful to you. And your mind is going to say, I have no intention of, asking their forgiveness. Why should I ask their forgiveness? I didn't do anything. Do it anyway. Because in thought, in word, in deed, You have done something. You have held on to the emotionality of the event. You've hurt them by that, by holding on, by not forgiving, by not seeing or understanding the other's viewpoint. You have hurt them. And you will see that as you begin to do the ritual again and again. And sometimes, to be honest with you, it's a little, I don't know, what would I say? Uncomfortable. Psychologically uncomfortable. Sometimes you think, oh, was that really something I did? Now, this is where the blue light of self-awareness above your head, 18 inches above the head. I'm observing, I'm observing, I'm observing. I'm not judging. So you continue to do the ritual. I forgive you. I forgive you for everything you have done, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, in thought, in word, in deed, to hurt me or offend me. May the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. May the hurt be healed. May the karma be dissolved. And then you turn and you go from north to west to south to east and then back again to the north. And then you sit and breathe. Did that do it? What happened? Did it do it? Am I finished for right now? There will be a sense of loosening of the bonds, a loosening of the gluiness and stickiness. But you may say to yourself, oh, I didn't really, it's not finished. It's not finished. And you go do the whole ritual again and again and again and again until it is finished. And sometimes it will be finished one time. There was a situation that I encountered a number of decades ago, and I tried the ritual. I could tell that it hadn't completely solved the problem when I finished, and so I did it a second time. And then I went away, as I'm going to suggest that you do. You go away and you wake up the next morning and you see, well, how does it feel? And if you have some gluiness or stickiness around that person or that event, situation, thing, you might need to go back and do the ritual again. And I will tell you very honestly, this one situation, it took me a number of times, going back over a period of time, to completely neutralize the situation. Now, it is neutralized. I've had absolutely empirical proof, primary experiences that have showed that it was neutralized. But do not be discouraged, is what I'm saying. We have to look at the nature of the mind and say, well, did I really do the work? Is it done yet? Is it demagnetized yet? Or is there more to do? That's really just the question. And if there's more, you go back and do it. Maybe you do it the same night. Maybe you just continue it over a period of days. Now, the mind is the creature of habit. So if you have had a habit of feeling resentful towards a person, you have to, sometimes you'll wake up the next morning, you've done the ritual, and then the habit of the mind starts to criticize. You have, wait a minute, I did the forgiveness ritual. Is this just habit? Or is there more work to be done? If it's just habit, neti, 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 neti. That's not the circumstance anymore. Neti, neti, neti. And let it go. And you will see if you do neti, neti, neti. I'm not this thought. I'm not the thought thinking this thought. I'm not thought. Is it complete, or do you have to go back and do the ritual? This ritual will transform your life. Will neutralize karma for you. Period. You will be free. You will be free from the hurts of the past, the memories of the past, the difficulties of the past. This ritual will free you. If you stop and you gather yourself and you use the strength within yourself to perform the ritual. And, the mind will make up 100 excuses. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, I don't have the privacy. Oh, I don't really know if I want to forgive that person. I don't know if I want to forgive that person. Now, sometimes the person that we have to forgive is ourselves. When you do that, you do the ritual in the same way. The only thing that is different is that you have to choose the name that you call yourself. So let's just say that you're forgiving yourself for some event that happened when you were a certain age. We all have many, 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 many names that we go by as we're growing up through life, and we respond differently. Psychologically, we respond differently to those names. I respond very differently if you call me Pranananda or if you call me by my family name. I have several names that my family calls me. One I was called when I was a little girl, and there are only a few people left of the earth that know that name or that call me that name anymore. Most of them have gone. But when they say that name, it opens a part of my heart. And there's another family name that people call me by. Again, only my family call me by that name. It's the name my mom and dad called me by. And there's a third name. There were only two people in the whole world that ever called me by that name, and they're both gone. They were my brothers. And that name was Sis. Nobody else can call me that name, but it draws into my heart different feeling states. The same is true for you. And so when you're going to do the forgiveness ritual, which name will you use? You begin and you visualize yourself in your mind's eye, again facing north. And as you do this, you will find that the image of yourself that comes to your mind's eye will be the right image. It will be yourself at the right age, in the right circumstances. And then you perform the ritual. You forgive and you ask forgiveness. You forgive and you ask forgiveness. You forgive and you ask forgiveness. Now, for some of you who have nothing to forgive, or you feel that you have no strong emotional blockages to let go of, or no strong emotional healing to do, or you feel like you've forgiven everybody for everything, I would say to you, go deeper into the practice. Go deeper into the practice. Because as you deepen your practice, as this ritual becomes a part of your daily sadhana, you will find that as you walk through the day, that there are people you have offended by your words, by your thoughts, by your carelessness, unintentionally. But if you perform the ritual again and again and again, you let go of the karma. And the big thing that you're doing, the big thing, is you're healing yourself. You're stepping away from the pain of group karma. You are stepping away from being locked in to group karma. And so this is the key practice for the next period of time. I'm going to give you one last piece of information. I said when you first do the ritual, you do it at midnight. After that, if you do the ritual between sunrise and sunset, you begin the ritual facing east, and then you go counterclockwise. If you do the ritual between sunset and sunrise, you begin the ritual by facing north and go counterclockwise. Very simple. It's the only difference that you have. And once you have done the ritual, and tonight is the night, if you have the time and the spiritual energy, it is a powerful evening as we are meeting the night leading into the new moon. A good way to stop and to gather yourself and prepare yourself to enter the new year. Let go of those things that are of no use to you anymore. Let go of them. Let go of the clinging to your opinions, to your biases, to your prejudices, to your preferences, to your hurts. And the world will unfold for you. Life will unfold for you. You will find great, great joy, great anandic bliss. And you will gain the skills that you need to adjust, adapt, and acclimatize to the ever-changing circumstances of life. As we move into next year, I hope you will join me on our Sunday journeys. We will begin the new year with practices of strength, the practices that we need to gain spiritual strength, to withstand the winds of change. For as you know, great storms can come. But the tree that survives the storm is a tree that can bend, the tree that can adjust, the tree that can acclimatize, the tree that stays strong. You, my beloved, you and I together, we need to see the light within, to turn to the light within. Not to stay fixed, not to stay stubborn, but to see that which we are. And to know truly, to know clearly the right way for your own path. I cannot tell you. Mother cannot tell you, father cannot tell you, mama, papa, God, guru cannot tell you what is the right way for you. Even your beloved Ishtadevata cannot tell you the right way. You need to discern the right way for yourself. Listen to everybody. Listen. But you must discern what needs to be done. Now let us close with a meditation and prayers for those who are in need in the world. Namaste ji. Namaste. Namaskar. Sit with your spine erect, your hands in the Om Mudra, the index finger and the thumb together, the other fingers placed, the hands cupped upward upon your thighs. Turning the head to the left, exhale twice. Bring the head back to the center and begin to watch the breath. Hold the energy from the limbs of the body to the trunk of the body, inhaling as if through a straw. Again, sipping as if through a straw, pull the energy from the trunk to the spinal column. And now from the base of the spine to the sun center. Move that energy as a golden ball of light out in front of you. Expand that ball of light and sweep it around you, moving to the left. Encase your body 3 times with golden light. Expand that golden ball of light. And now ascend as high as you are able, ascending to the high place, above the room you're in, above the building. Ascend to the high place. Reaching the high place of meditation, you see in front of you a mountain. Halfway up the mountain is a brilliant light calling to you. Streaming down upon you, calling to you to ascend. Ascend through that light. Om Namo 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 Namo. Ascend. Ascend through the light. You reach the light. It is radiating from a shrine. Perfect for you. Enter the shrine. The light grows brighter and calls you to the back of the shrine. There's a pool of light fed by the waterfall of light, radiating brilliantly. Walk into the pool of light. Feel all of the old dissolve away. Walk back to the waterfall of light. Let it pour down upon your crown center. The light flowing over you, through you, dissolving away all of the karmas of the past. May the karmas be dissolved. The light washes them away. All of the hurt, the resentment, the envy, the anger, the disappointment, the depression, the sadness, the greed, all wash away. The regrets, all wash away. Te Beitsu Te Baya Te Beitsu Sude Baya Te Betsu De Baya. Breathing in the light. Accepting the blessings of the light. Walk forth from the light. Walk through the pool of light, freshly clothed. Walk from the shrine and return to the high place of meditation. Joining the circle of meditators, call upon your Ishta Devata, your chosen form of the Divine One, to be with you. Holding your attention at the sun center. The light of Kriya, Jyoti, brilliant in the center of the circle. The flame, eternal flame of the light divine that lives within each being. You see it external to you, you see it internal to you, you see it in all of the meditators. Each Ishta Devata is radiant with the Jyoti light. Let us use the Om Shanti mantra to send forth our blessings. O ye powers that be, we call upon thee at this moment to join with us. As we use the Om Shanti mantra, may the golden light of Anandic bliss pour forth. May the karmas be softened wisely, harmoniously. First, we send forth our blessings to Mother Gaia with our gratitude that we are here upon her. Let us chant the Om Shanti mantra 7 times. Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O ye powers that be, thou knowest better than we that which is needed. May our meditative prayers go to soften the karmas for those who are living with water insecurity, for those who are living with food insecurity, for those who are living with economic insecurity, for those who are living with shelter insecurity, for those whose bodies and minds are living with ill health, we send forth our blessings. Let us chant the Om Shanti mantra 12 times. And as you chant, feel the golden dewdrops of Ananda pouring forth from your sun center, pouring forth from your Ishtadevata, pouring forth upon all of those in need. Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O ye powers that be, free us from our negative thoughts that we do not pass them on to others. Free them. Free me. Free us from our negative thoughts that we do not pass them on to others. Free them. Free me. Free us from our negative thoughts that we do not pass them on to others. Free them. Free me. Free me from my negative thoughts that I do not pass them on to others. Free them from their negative thoughts that they do not pass them on to me. Free me. Free them. Free them from their negative thoughts that they do not pass them on to me. Free me. Free them. Free them from their negative thoughts that they do not pass them on to me. Free me. Free them. For all of those helpers upon the earth and upon all the other realms who are helping us in the coming and going from this life to the next, from that life to this, who are helping us here, who are helping us there. We offer our deepest gratitude. And let us chant the Om Shanti mantra one time. Om Shanti. 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 Om Shanti. 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 Om Shanti. 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 Arahit. Om. Namaste. Namaste, Ji. Thank you for your many blessings. Thank you for the blessings of your presence. May you be blessed. Do the ritual tonight. Give it a try. Can't harm anything. And you might find yourself waking up in the morning happy, freer, more joy-filled. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And especially do the ritual for those who you feel have hurt you the most. Be thou blessed. Thou art blessed. I look forward to being with you in the coming year. And we will walk through the year and find ever greater joy and equanimity. I am thinking. Namaste, Ji. Thank you again for your many, many, many blessings. I'm very grateful. Shanti.